How you doing? This is Michael again. Just want to start today by asking you a really simple question. Have you ever noticed that there's some people that you know and some people in business that tend to have what we call the golden touch? You know, everything that they touch turns to gold. Everything that they attempt is a success. While there's other people around you that you probably know that no matter what they do, no matter how hard they work, they seem to reach a certain level of income or success, and more often than not it just falls apart, or they never seem to create any success at all, no matter how hard they work. I mean, we all know people like that, right? And maybe it's you. Maybe you keep asking yourself, why is it that everything I do, I can only get to a certain level and I can't get beyond? Well, I want to address that just quickly today, because I think it's a major question that a lot of people ask themselves, and it's something that I asked myself in the early days as well, because it's something that I recognised in myself, that I'd get to a certain level of success, and then I would, and then everything would sort of stagnate, and eventually it would start to go backwards. And I learned a long time ago that we have a blueprint to success in our lives. And that blueprint to success is made up from past experiences, which really creates the current beliefs that we have in our life right now. And those current beliefs that we have in our life right now will determine the actions we take and whether or not we become successful. So the income that we create right now will never outgrow who we are. I mean, think about it like this. If you have, let's say, a box that holds a certain amount of money. Okay, if you keep pouring money into that box, eventually what's going to happen? It's going to get full, right? And then it's going to start overflowing, so the money's going to start falling out. In other words, you can't hold it anymore. You've reached its capacity. Well, we are like that as well. And the analogy I want to draw here is that you will start creating income and money into your life and your business with the actions that you take, but only to the capacity of what you can handle. In other words, once your box gets filled, that money will start overflowing and it'll start drifting off into other areas, and then eventually you may start losing the money that you've got as well. So to retain that money, to hold on to that money, to hold on to that success, we've got to grow as money managers. We've got to grow as people who can actually manage that money. The best way to do that is to change the way we think. See, most people believe that if I just work hard, if I just roll up my sleeves and work hard and do this, I'll create success. But, you know, it's just not true. I mean, if it was true, everyone in the world would be thin and everyone would be rich, right? Because there's plenty of people who are willing to work hard. The truth is, what we think creates our actions, and our actions create our results. In other words, it's the roots that create our results, the root belief system in our life. So if we want to change the results in our life, if we want to change the results of our bank account, we've first got to change the way that we think. And the best way, absolutely best way to do that, is start going through some development stuff, personal development, through reading good books, listening to really good audio tapes. I like to watch really motivational movies as well. If you've ever watched the Rocky movies, they're some of the most motivational movies out there. I walk away from these movies feeling great, feeling like I'm on top of the world and I can do what Rocky did. I can overcome. You know, so I encourage you, pick up some good books, watch some good inspiring movies. Stop watching the news, because that's rubbish. That's just putting stuff into your mind. It's not going to help you. That's not going to head in the direction that you want to go. But start thinking about what you want to achieve, and start thinking about how to change the way that you think. And catch your thinking. You know, CYT is something I learned a long time ago. Catch your thoughts. Think about what you're thinking. Just don't let your mind be on autopilot and just think about all the negative stuff that's going on. There's plenty of that, and there's plenty of people can think about that. I don't need to. I can focus on the good stuff in my life, and I can focus on the things that I'm going to do in my life to create success and create real wealth. So look, you know, I hope that's helped you a little bit. I just want to go into a little more depth in that in some future videos. In fact, I'm going to sit in front of my computer and show you a few screenshots that may really help you in this area. some studies and some research and philosophy and psychology that I've been reading. So look, have a great day, and pick up a book today. Pick up a book and do some reading, some stuff that'll help you really build you. And you can do it. You really can. You can have a better life. You can have a greater income. You can have freedom. But you've got to be prepared to do the work. Have a great day.